If I lost everything today, no savings, no assets, no backup plan, and had to start over with just $1,000 in my pocket, here's exactly how I'd invest that money to build real wealth from scratch. This isn't theory. This is what I'd actually do if I had to start from zero. First, build a safety net. Before I invest a single dollar, I'd make sure I have a basic safety net in place, because here's the truth. No investment grows well under the stress of uncertainty. From that $1,000, I'd set aside at least $200 into a high-yield savings account or an emergency fund. Why? Because if an unexpected bill pops up, a flat tire, a medical copay, or a missed paycheck, you don't want to be forced to pull out of your investments prematurely. With interest rates on some high-yield accounts currently hovering around 4% annually, that $200 could quietly earn a few extra dollars while still being accessible when I need it. Next, I'd invest in something that offers the highest possible return on investment. Myself. Invest in skill building, not just assets. Think about it. If you could turn a one-time $200 course into a $5,000 freelance income stream, that's not just an investment, that's a transformation. Whether it's learning video editing or mastering copywriting, these skills compound over time. You don't need a degree, fancy software, or years of experience to get started. Let's say I invest $200 into a beginner-friendly course on platforms like Udemy or Coursera. Then I spend the next 30 days studying real copy, practicing headlines, and rewriting ads from top brands. Once I have a few solid samples, I can pitch my services on Fiverr, Upwork, or even directly to small businesses in my area. Even landing 2 simple $100 projects means I've already made my money back. Do that twice a month, and I've turned a skill into a consistent side income, something scalable, flexible, and future-proof. Find a niche you love, and then watch the money roll in. Once I've built a cushion and invested in skill building, I'd take the remaining $500 and put that money to work. If I'm starting from scratch with no investing experience, I'd go with a long-term, low-risk strategy, something like a diversified index fund. Imagine investing that $500 into an S&P 500 index fund. Historically, the S&P 500 has averaged returns of about 7 to 8% annually after inflation. If I leave that $500 untouched and it grows at 7% a year, in 5 years, it becomes roughly $700. In 10 years, it turns into just over $1,000, all without me touching it once. But here's where it gets exciting. If I'm also earning extra income from the skill I learned earlier and I continue to invest, even just $50 a month, the growth starts to compound fast. Let's say I invest $50 a month into that same index fund. Over 5 years, I'd contribute $3,000. With compound growth, that turns into around $3,800. And if I keep going for 10 years, it becomes over $8,000. That's how real wealth begins. Not overnight, not through hype, but with consistent, patient, and proven habits. Now, if I wanted to be a little more aggressive, I might take the next $100 of that $1,000 and test a micro side hustle. One great example is flipping items on Facebook Marketplace or eBay. I could go to a local thrift store, garage sale, or discount outlet and find underpriced electronics, vintage clothes, or small appliances. Let's say I buy a used camera for $50 and flip it for $120. After fees and shipping, I net $50 profit. Do that just twice a month and I'm earning an extra $100 a month with barely any capital risk. Within 3 months, I've turned that $100 into $300 or more and reinvest it back into either more flips or safer long-term assets. If you want to go all in, then double your money with a 401k, also known as retirement investment. If you have a 401k retirement plan and aren't yet contributing, you could quickly double your money through matching contributions. You read that right. If your 401k offers matching dollars, that $1,000 could soon turn into $2,000. How? Depending on your plan, when you put money into your 401k, which happens as a salary deferral before taxes, your company may also put money in. The amount of money you receive depends on the matching percentage, but it's common for companies to match half or all of your contributions up to 3% to 6% of your salary. Most 401k plans don't accept lump sum contributions, so your $1,000 figures in this way. With your paycheck a bit smaller because of a 401k deduction, you can use the $1,000 as a cushion if you come up short on your monthly bills, or you can repay yourself the difference each pay period. If your employer doesn't offer a match, or you've already maxed out your free money, consider opening an IRA. An individual retirement account is like a 401k you open on your own. You can contribute up to $7,000 to an IRA in 2025, or up to $8,000 if you're over age 50. If you've only got $1,000 to your name, it's not the end. It's the beginning. What matters most isn't how much you start with, but what you do with what you have. Start small, invest wisely, and build momentum. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more financial content. Drop a comment below with how you would invest your first $1,000. I'd love to hear your plan. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.